All right, man, I'm back, man. Towards the talk. You know what it is. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. So Kendrick Lamar has touched down in Australia, man. And we got to get to this, man. This is pretty epic. All right, man, towards the talk. You know what it is, man. If you want to leave a donation, link is right on the screen. Thank you for everybody for clicking the video. I appreciate y'all. Always, 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 always love that y'all click the video. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. Or fellas, you already know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you are from. Also, too, go subscribe to Torch Talk After Hours, January 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be doing an award ceremony, so click that. You know what I mean? All the Rising Creator Awards. Everybody click on that. Yeah, man. I'm here now, man. Thank you. 20,000 and strong. We made it, baby. 25,000 cash prize. And make sure you go subscribe to Torch Talk After Hours. I don't know if I already said that already. But yeah, man. So let's get to it, man. And Tuesday I'm doing a live. So make sure you're here for that. We're gonna start this female who's the greatest female R&B artist of all time, in our opinion. So let's get it, man. So let's get to this Kendrick clip, man. All right, this comes courtesy of Marcus at Work Media. Shout out to him. He's one of the nominees. And yeah, man, I'll be dropping that new nominee list probably today or tomorrow. So let's get it.
Drop, 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 drop. Psst. I see that. Jump on right. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Hey, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Hey.
I don't even know what to tell y'all anymore, man. I mean, I don't even know what to tell y'all. If this at this point, I wish Drake fans just be clear, man. Just be honest about it. What can you really say now? A lot of y'all, and this goes for black media too. I don't say black media, but this goes for hip hop media, because it ain't just black people who do hip hop media. This goes for hip hop media too, man. I don't believe that y'all doing enough for Kendrick Lamar out here, bro. I don't think y'all doing enough about talking about what he's doing, bro. I don't know if y'all have this disdain for success and people who are successful, but it's only a certain amount of streamers, in my opinion, who's doing this for Kendrick, bro. A lot of y'all top streamers and top YouTubers and top Twitchers or whoever y'all want to call that's in the hip hop, y'all don't do this for Kendrick, man. Y'all need to be doing more for Kendrick Lamar, bro. Just like y'all did for Tupac, just like y'all did for Big, just like y'all did for Jay, Nas, M. Y'all need to glaze and do more for Kendrick, bro. I'm sorry. Y'all need to, man. Y'all need to show all his accolades. Y'all need to show all his successes. Y'all need to do all that. Because y'all been doing this for Drake for years. It's people who I even see that not even really Drake fans and fell into this whole thing that Drake is still #1 for some reason. Y'all have no problem saying stuff like, I can't wait till Drake come back and be on top again. Y'all have no problem saying this. Y'all got to get Kendrick his flowers, man. And y'all got to do it. Y'all got to do it in glorious fashion, man. I'm sorry.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So K. Dot has touched down in Australia. Melbourne, what up?
What I think it is, and I'll be honest with y'all, I think it's they want to see, a lot of people want to see if Kendrick Lamar is actually on top, or is this if this is a ramification of what he did to Drake. And what I gotta say to that is, it don't matter if it's a ramification of what he did to Drake, because he's on top. Like, a lot of y'all want to see. One dude said he don't believe GNX is a classic because He needs to see how long it stays around. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So you need to see how long it stays around, and we're talking about it a year later. And let's be clear here. Let's be clear here. In my opinion, it's gonna win album of the year. It's gonna win album of the year. And the reason why I say that is because I thought about it. If they don't give Kendrick Lamar album of the year, then I don't know what to say. But I just have to say Kendrick Lamar has to have album of the year because the Grand National Tour is still going on. It's still going on. It's still relevant. He's still doing things. He's still breaking records. How could it not have won? How could it not win? You know what I'm saying? So it's, to me, I find it kind of weird and crazy that people, in my opinion, I think that they really, really be out here wishing for Kendrick not to be where he's at today because they all, the people, and I figured this out, man. People like the underdog. It's crazy how people say Drake is still the biggest, but he's the underdog. It's kind of weird to me. And I don't understand that logic.
So they have been excited, waiting for K-Dot to finally come to Australia, and he has done his first night on the 3rd. So let's recap to see how well it went.
I love when people say Mr. Morale isn't a success. And he got about four singles off of there. And on top of that, the album is platinum. And on top of that, the album won hip-hop album of the year. I just don't understand. I think y'all go off of what y'all believe Kendrick's standards should be. And that's when you know you're a GOAT. When people start to go off of your standards and off only compare you to you, you can't compare Drake to Kendrick. You can't. You can't compare no rapper to Kendrick, to be honest with you. You can't. You really can't. He stay in the class by himself. Like, there's really nothing you can say. Any rapper you pull out, any hip hop artist, rapper you pull out, if I pull out Kendrick, he beats them in one or two areas. But I can't say the same for them. Only thing that people would debate me on is nostalgia. That's it. And nostalgia don't pay the bills. I'm sorry. It doesn't pay the bills. You know what I mean? In my opinion, it doesn't pay the bills. You know what I mean? So when you got people like people saying, well, he ain't bigger than this or he ain't big. And my thing is like, no, we don't care about that. I'm asking you, how is it that Kendrick Lamar would lose in any category against any of these other rappers? He's doing something that no rapper has ever done. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So so if he's doing something that rappers have never done and he's successful at it, what do you, by default, what do you make him then? Just a successful rapper? Like, what are we talking about here?
Who do you think they talk about? Serving up with love. I say 15.
Yeah, he's going off, man. He's going off. He's serious. Kendrick is serious right now.
I say, let's go, let's go.
Good Kid, Mad City. Like, yo, all y'all be talking, man. I'm so serious, bro. I want to have a discussion. Which is more important, albums or singles? That's the discussion I want to have. You know what I'm saying? What's more important? How good your album is, how good your singles are. Because albums define legacy to me. Singles just define the moment. That's just how I look at it. If your albums are legendary, then obviously your singles are going to be legendary as well. But if the album in its totality is legendary, I don't care how many singles you got. People are just going to remember you for just having singles, not your albums. Some people are cool with that. But when they go to your albums to listen to most of your music, they're going to end up creating a playlist of all your singles. So nobody's going to really care about your other work. So so it always comes down to the classic case of quality versus quantity. Because if you have 100 million singles and you have a person who has 7, 8 good albums or 7 classics or 5 classics, how can we compare the two? But this is the dynamic we find ourselves in. I'm keep stopping them because I don't know if they're going to try to copyright it. If they do, then y'all going to hear some staticky because I'm going to have to cut it out.
Now,
damn, bro. He got you, Drake, bro. He got you, bro. Damn, Drake, you just give it up, bro. He got you, bro. You better off just trying to make amends with the nigga, bro. Just hit the nigga up. I know you got his number. I know you in the group chat with the nigga with him and J. Cole. Just hit him up, bro. Like, look, bro. Let's just squash this. I'm gonna drop the court case. Let's just squash this whole thing, man. Because right now, bro, he making you look like a fool, bro. Like he really. I never seen somebody capitalize the way he has. Like he really took this battle, and from this battle, he was already a successful artist. I believe he was considered ranked. He was ranked number 2 because he wasn't around as much. But I ranked him as number 1 even over it because he wasn't around. But for most people say ranked number 2, he's by far. I'm talking like by far number 1. It's not like, oh, he's like right there, y'all close together. No, he's by far better than you, bro. Like he's ranked way higher than you. I don't think nobody comes close to him right now. And I can't say the same thing for Drake. I can say that Drake was number 1 sometimes, but Kendrick was either right there or because Kendrick wasn't around. But when Kendrick came out, he beat Drake every time for album of the year. Every time. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, what happens now? Like, you're going to continue on with your charades and not really making music. You're just going on with this whole, what's the name? Kendrick is having a good time, bro. He's having a time of his life right now. He's going across the world in stadiums having a great time, just dancing to Not Like Us, in 95, all his songs, bro. Money Trees. He's just having a good time while you're home sobbing and figuring out how you can win a court case that's been around for almost a year, or actually over a year. You're still worrying about stuff that you are an artist. You're supposed to be making music. You haven't dropped nothing. You dropped all of those songs and they went nowhere. And now you're still out here teasing songs that's really not that good. Like, what's going on, bro? It's craziness.
obviously he had to do Money Trees. It is a crowd favorite. He did that and killed it, and they knew every word. Now on this show, he had Schoolboy Q. Came out, did his set, man, got the crowd warmed up. He had some nice visuals going along, man. Check this shit out.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, need no conversation, cafe. Not mine. All my bitches independent bitches. Not mine. I just want the paper. Not mine. All my bitches play.
Yeah, man. I just gotta say this, man. TDE might be the best label of all time, bro. They might be the best label of all time, bro. When it comes to pure hip hop, without doing other things, without no controversies. I mean, I know there was one controversy, but that didn't really have nothing to do with TDE or Punch or Top Dog. But their artists are pure hip hop. They give you all regional sounds. TDE artists gives you all regional sounds. I want y'all to be clear. A West Coast label is giving you all regional sounds from West Coast to East Coast to down south to Midwest, everything. They're giving you everything. And they stand by the music. That's why I think TDE is the best label of all time, in my opinion. I know people might disagree with that. I know y'all might say, nah, what about Rockefeller, Bad Boy? Look what all those artists are at today. You look what happened to Diddy. People hate Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Honestly. I mean, he's no different from what Russell Simmons was doing, what Diddy was doing, what Jermaine Dupri was doing, with all of these other execs, with all the, not even just the black execs, the white execs have been doing years, and y'all don't say nothing. I guess that's why y'all hate the music industry. Let me stop capping. Y'all do say stuff. But TDE, man, all of their artists. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that they have the biggest artists ever. They have the biggest artists ever, in my opinion. But even with him not being a part of that label anymore, he's still a part of the label. They did something that I think that people in the music industry kept saying that could never happen, and they have done it. And in my opinion, they did so much within the last 5 years. I don't think no other label has done this. What they did in the past 5 years, I don't think no other label has done.
And of course, you can't have the GNX tour without the GNX car. It is one of the most traveled vehicles all over the world. It flies first class everywhere it goes. Now, he couldn't leave off some of the classic songs from Good Kid, Mad City.
Hurry up, it's no jump with society. Travesty, first one to get your receipt. Like skin, living with his face blown out. Hey, at the same purpose, they were dating out. Hey, this is not a tape recorder saying that he did it. But ever since that day, I was looking at him different. That was back when.
Yeah. That song was crazy, man. That was back when I was 9. We were acting 9 with the sliding, pack the 9, the sliding doors. What'd he say? Yeah, he was going crazy. He was going crazy. You know the crazy thing is, I seen Maul say he quoted a bar from Drake, and he said, Drake said in the song, he said, "Good Kid, Mad City van, pop the latch and slide the doors." Right? Or something to that effect. First of all, Maul, you know that Drake never would do that, and he never could do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear here. Drake never did that, and he never would do that. That's how you know that he didn't write that. He didn't write that. Somebody else wrote that. Because in my opinion, Drake don't know nothing about that. He don't know nothing about that. He don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, y'all give him the credit. I'm just saying. That was been on my mind for weeks. I don't know why I never said nothing about it. But it's been on my mind for weeks. I don't know why.
I was done. Joey Pecker done. Jim out the way, them know okay. I don't really hear from mode okay. Thinking about no people, think I'm reaping what I sow okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson out of my house like I'm okay. Hellcat.
Now, what's the capacity of the stadium over there, man? That look like a huge stadium. What's the size and what's the capacity? According to this, the stadium holds about 32 to 33,000 attendees for concerts, which is not bad numbers at all. Meanwhile, Drizzy was having trouble with that 10K. All in all, another successful sold-out venue for the GNX tour. First night in Australia was a hit. Got a few more to go, and it will be sold out as well.
Here we go.
Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone.
We say,
This don't kill my vibe. This don't kill my vibe. I can feel it.
Yeah, Kendrick is just better than Drake, man. There's nothing I can say, man. I mean, I understand that y'all want to have this argument, but my argument will always stand. He just better than Drake, bro. Like, you ever met somebody where you say to yourself, like, okay, yeah, I'm just as good, but it's like I understand the whole concept of people saying, you know what, I'm gonna explain it. Let's just get this out of here.
Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Marcus at Work Media, and I'm out.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to Doechii. But she was there too. I don't know. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. But if she was, congratulations to Doechii. Yeah, man. You know when somebody's better than you, but you just don't want to admit it because you've been told all your life that, okay, I can't admit that this person's better than me because the way I was raised, you always got to say you're the best at something. I'm here to tell you, they lied to you. You have to acknowledge when somebody's better than you at something, just so you can either get on their level or be better than them eventually. You can't come into something saying that you're better than somebody. Now, I know that this might not apply to Drake and Kendrick because people can say that Drake numbers are better than Kendrick, and people can say that Kendrick are better than Drake in certain areas as well. But in my opinion, when it comes to making music and just an artist by himself with no help, and when I mean by help, I mean, y'all know exactly what I mean. I ain't talking about musicians, with no help, with you putting pen to paper and coming up with concepts of songs and stuff like that. I don't think Drake is nowhere near as good as Kendrick. If you have to have a team of writers versus somebody like Kendrick who does it all, yeah, I don't see how we can compare the two. There's no way in the world we can compare these two guys. I'm sorry to tell you. And if you acknowledge that somebody's better than you, it's like, in my opinion, this is what it is with Drake and Kendrick. If you were born, let's say you were born you were born and you were raised and your height was only 5'10", right? Let's say you 5'10", once you become 25 years old, you ain't growing no more, you're 5'10". Versus somebody who is 6'6". You can never be taller than that person. That's just what it is. For the rest of your life, you're always going to be that size and they're going to be your size. So you have to excel at other things, right? That's how I feel about Kendrick and Drake. In my opinion, Drake could never be better than Kendrick. It could never be better. Now, I understand the concept may be twisted because Drake is taller than Kendrick, but that wasn't the point. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm making is certain things you just can't do. And I don't think that Drake can actually be better than Kendrick because he's not a pure artist at his purest form. Kendrick is. Drake is just an artist. He's a shell of an artist. He's something that people stuff into and do certain things. He's like a carbon copy of everything that he gets around. He's a chameleon. That's all he is. He's not an actual artist. If he was, all his music wouldn't sound the same. To me, artist music don't sound the same. When you're an artist, you draw on a blank canvas, usually it comes out differently. When I used to rap, none of my music sounded the same. I tried different things. Even if people thought it was corny, I tried different things. One of my young boys, my younger boy said he didn't like certain songs that I did. And the songs that I did was from 10 years ago. And I said, oh, you remembered it though? He said, oh, why does that matter? I said, because that's the point. You know what I mean? It wasn't corny. No, he said, it wasn't corny. I just didn't like it. Okay, but you remembered the song, right? Say, yeah, okay. Because why? Oh, because, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it did stand out. Yeah, exactly. That's the point of making music. Not to say that you gotta, but it's all about trial and error. And some things work, some things work, some things fail. That's just what it is. I don't think Drake wants to do that. I think Drake thinks that everything he does has to be hot. Everything he does has to be fire. And I think in his head it's fire. But it's not. So, but thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. Torture Talk. Peace. Bye.